The system of punishment in North Korea includes sending people to labor camps for political offenses, including for openly or allegedly criticizing the authorities, participating in opposition activities, and for contacts with foreign media and organizations. The authorities apply the practice of collective responsibility, sending relatives of a person deemed an enemy of the state to camps, with the aim of deterring dissent and consolidating obedience and loyalty to the ruling party. People attempting to cross the border to flee to South Korea or another country risk arrest and years-long confinement in detention centers, often following proceedings without an independent court. Religious activity, especially associated with Christianity or other groups perceived as an ideological threat, is treated as a political crime that can lead to long-term imprisonment. Contact with foreign media and smuggling information or foreign films is an accusation often classed as treason and results in the accused being sent to regime labor camps. Revealing or possessing devices that receive banned radio stations, watching foreign films, and exchanging informational materials can lead to arrests and permanently undermine the foundations of family life. People accused of espionage or informal contact with foreigners, including foreign workers in economic zones, are sometimes isolated and sent to high-security facilities. Protests against political decisions or street demonstrations, even small and local ones, are interpreted by the security apparatus as counter-revolutionary activity and punished by relocation to a camp. Leaving the workplace without permission or repeatedly shirking designated production standards can be charged as sabotage and warrant severe reprisals in the form of forced labor and administrative sanctions. Black market trading, known as jangmadang, though widespread as a means of survival, exposes residents to accusations of speculation and profiteering, which in some cases results in detention and placement in re-education centers. Economic crimes, including forging state documents or embezzlement in food distribution, are treated as economic treason and punished with internment combined with harsh, slave-like forced labor. Failure to observe propaganda rules and the dissemination of views deemed anti-party lead to accusations of subversive activity and often result in imprisonment in political prisons with a harsh regime. Participation in unauthorized religious gatherings or meetings of cultural clubs that include elements of independent thought is sometimes regarded as an attempt to create competing social structures and is punished by imprisonment. Possessing or selling banned publications, foreign literature, or religious materials is a political offense that often ends with being sent to a re-education camp or placed under administrative arrest. Misappropriation of state property or actions harming a workplace can be interpreted as treason, resulting in arrest and placement in detention areas for many years. Witness testimonies from SKPs indicate that formal procedural guarantees do not protect detainees, and administrative decisions can be based on denunciations, suppositions, and arbitrary instructions from security services. Extreme cases of hunger and the theft of food during periods of shortage can lead to accusations of theft or sabotage and be used as a pretext for harsh collective punishments against entire families or villages. Attempts to contact humanitarian organizations or to accept aid from outside are portrayed by the state as collaboration with enemies and end in internment and prolonged police surveillance. People accused of homosexual behavior or other activities regarded as immoral under state norms may be punished by being sent to isolated re-education centers and subjected to social ostracism. SKP accounts and organizational reports document cases of torture, coerced confessions, and brutal interrogations that often precede sending the accused to camps with heightened regimes and inhumane conditions. Acts of infrastructure sabotage, such as destroying machinery or sabotaging production lines, are treated as crimes against state security and result in severe prison sentences. Appropriating gifts presented to leaders or showing contempt for state symbols is sometimes read as iconoclasm and punished with forced labor and social degradation, depriving individuals of privileges. Contact with South Korean media or attempts to propagate a South Korean narrative is an accusation that often leads to arrests, deportation to camps, and the isolation of the perpetrator's family members. Testimonies of former guards and prisoners speak of the deliberate use of administrative arrests and relocations as a tool of social control and as a signal of draconian consequences for disobedience to the authorities. The legal system does not guarantee transparency, and detainees are often not informed of the charges against them or the location of their detention, meaning people can be placed in camps without a clear evidentiary record. Multi-generational punishments for families of those deemed traitors include forced labor for relatives and a removal of civic privileges, serving both a disciplining and deterrent function for the local community. Revision processes and amnesties are generally not applied, and former prisoners' returns to normal life are often hindered by stigmatization, document controls, and restrictions on employment and housing. The distinction between political Kwanliso camps and Kyohwaso re-education camps is important because the former serve as permanent internment facilities while the latter are intended to simulate rehabilitation through forced labor and supervision.